Alright lads and ladies, back again. I think I may or may not have fixed the lag issue, as you can probably see when I... Settings, in-game, high contrast colour, okay, because I like seeing it well. So there's about 40, maximum 50 frames per second while recording. That's not bad for this laptop, so... And we decided we go with her. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, let's see. Stupid mic. I don't know what we do. This one. Right. This one. Fuck it. Okay, let's see. I don't know. This one? Fucking hell. Doing terrible. I'm just gonna keep loading. Oh. See, that's the cheats. Okay, let's see. This. I'll bring you guys back when I'm done. Okay, you recording? Yeah, you can see frames dropping from 60 there. You wouldn't believe it's 60. Right, we're back. This is about the 6th or 7th time I've tried to record this, and it's fucking ridiculous. Right. Oh, I can't even do the voices. Jesus. Hey again, Wiener. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Little bit strange, but I'll keep me word, sure. I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everybody else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Wiener. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment, making you dive head first into something when you're not accustomed to it. Ah, like he deserves any slack. You didn't even want to join any clubs this year, and last year as well. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. If you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Excuse me, I will be back. Right. Sorry if it seemed too unenthusiastic. Fuck, I did it again. Whatever, I won't do another take. Like, look, I tried this, right? Terraria is just, I just named it that because, yeah. But capture a specific window, Doki Doki Literature Club, yeah, whatever. Blah blah blah, all this stuff, right? And I had that on, and it was causing the game to go literally, I shit you not, 5 frames per second. So naturally, I wasn't having it, right? So I was messing around for ages, since about what? I tried recording this since about 10 in the morning. It is now, it would load. Like even now it's gone a bit slow, you can hear it. But like, it is now about 1:30. That is painful. Anyways, back to the game I suppose. It would, there we go. And you won't see the end of it. You certainly have a big mouth, oh no. I'm gonna have to fix this. Okay, and we're back. Just important to not exit the game. Right, I'll keep that in mind. Where was I? Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Technically it is. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. This is the 7th or 8th time I've read this today. Please don't be mad that I'm not enthusiastic. Don't worry, Wiener always gives his best as long as he's having fun. So this is Wiener. He helps me with busy work without even asking. I don't know why I'm still finding this funny. Like cooking, cleaning, all the things that a woman should do. How undependable. That's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Yeah. You two are really good friends, aren't you? Might be a little jealous. How come you and Wiener can become good friends too? Sayori. What? As usual, she seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me in. Again. Oh, you're even brought to something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. What, me? No, not really. Ah, don't be shy. No, it's nothing really. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, but it's really not. Oh, what do I do? Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me, again, to rescue the situation. Here, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting that, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. Make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read, and we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri thinks I'll definitely read this. I unenthusiastically take the book. Phew, well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. I am so fucking tired. You can't blame me for that. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are all having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Mitsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk even. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? It's kind of fucking boring. I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Yeah, so am I. Well, here I am, bitch. Probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna have some really lame. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. Festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. Problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? Just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. So it doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? Is it still raining? Jeez, Ireland. And after they come, we can do the thing and speak to their creative minds. So tired. Jesus, man. It's just Sayori taking this really seriously. It's hard to hear her deliberating like this. Oh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? I guess we could... cupcakes. Aha, good thinking. Mitsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Mitsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get in the case about things. Can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Ooh, Jesus. If anyone came up near this room, just heard me reading this, what the fuck? I opened my eyes to find her face filling my vision. I nearly fall down my chair. Sorry. Just scared you. Wait, I'm not actually sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. I was about to say his throne. I'm closing this window, it's getting annoying. There we go. Video quality. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have a lot less time for anime, you know. Ooh, yikes. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. Glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. Still oversleeping every day, aren't you? But what? Not every day. Not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. Just give me the benefit of the doubt. Can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. What? Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You're clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair's sticking out all around there. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Oh no. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. Won't fall for that. It's more than just your hair. Look, that's such your brow. Your bow isn't straight either, and there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever. Yeah, I was about to say, nobody's noticing that. It's a white collar and white toothpaste. course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you because nobody wants to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care. You meanie. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Oh, ooh, that is mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Start the button her blazer. We'll see how much better it looks to you change your mind. Oof. This is a bit... Yikes. This is so funny. What is... Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Yeah, it is, isn't it? What? Don't say that. Jeez, you make me feel weird about it. It's stupid. It's alright though. I'm happy we're like this. Ugh. Suppose. Hey, be careful, the button might come off. What? Is this thing if you fit you properly? It did when I bought it. It reminds me of me. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed it sooner. It doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? My boobs, go figure again. Oh, don't say that out loud. Anyways, you look much better now, so why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It fucking is, I hate it. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. So much better. Yeah, it is. That was very uncomfortable. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around, so if you keep it unbuttoned then I won't get a boyfriend, right? And I was like, what kind of logic is that? And I was like, what? So many times I've read this shit. And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like that. And you would take care of me better than anyone else would. Anyways, so should I keep it unbuttoned? Stop saying all these embarrassing things. What? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jesus. Anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, it's a deal. You guys really are better. Jesus, I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Alright, what? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote? Yeah, you wiener, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. Failed to sound enthusiastic, but she still trots away to receive her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem? But yeah. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poem. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from the spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. And Suki and Yuri reluctantly complies while reaching into their bags. I do save myself. Jesus Christ. Oh, I spent so much energy on it. Definitely more comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She isn't a good friend after all. Oh my goodness, this is so good. What? I love it. I had no idea you're such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Jesus, I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Itsuki's. Oof. Coming from the 4-year-old girl is more constructive than this? Yikes. You sure you don't just like it because I wrote? What? Well, I'm sure that's part of it, I think. I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a wiener poem. That makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird. I'm just really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club, bro. Well, of course. Not really into it yet. But that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, deep down you're not that selfish at all. Trying new things like this for other people. It's something only really good people can do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive. Then again, can't deny she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, alright? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see. Right, I've read it so many times, I can practically read it, line by line. without seeing it, right? It's something about the sun and breakfast. Dear sunshine, breakfast. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning make me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. Speaking of tired, fucking hell, I've been working all morning to get this shit right. Jesus. The audio wouldn't work at first, and then the fucking thing was lagging, and then yeah, I tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, those glitches are part of the game, by the way. Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you're late to school. Bad to skip breakfast. You get all cranky. Guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. It was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah, that line's always a bit weird. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Right then. You next. Hi, Wiener. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways, do you want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I suppose I will. Let me lift up my skirt. Don't worry, Wiener. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? Is that sort of, hey, what's that down your jotting? But is that sort of barrier we'll all learn to get past soon? Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica the poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends. I wouldn't be surprised if we had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are some similarities you wouldn't expect, like the way she talks about you. Why did the yawn counter? It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's kind of the vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Let me just keep lifting up my skirt, it's nice. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew someone so happy can enjoy sad things too? Yeah, unexpected, alright. Well, each to their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things along, yeah. Could take a while for her to feel comfortable. That's okay. I'd love to see you trying new things. Someone talking. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own cosmic styles, but it'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Not that you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Yeah I do. Yeah I do. Anyways, do you want to read my poem? Not really. Alright, don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident because I'm the president or something. That doesn't mean I always feel that way. Fuck. I see. Well, let's give it a read. Hole in a wall, couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle. Fucking. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbour, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know, I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realise now I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And on the other side, he was looking in. Jesus, alright. So, what do you think? It's very free form, that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's alright. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it'd be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. As you could say, I had some kind of epiphany. Been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because this is kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. You try so hard to make it perfect and you never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. If you don't move your pen, there's a big ink spot. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. Yep. Too many times, man. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. These two don't really matter to me, like at all.
I'm 4 years old. You shouldn't be near me.
Wiener, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh, Jesus. What do you expect me to believe? That you actually put effort into this? Hold on. Oh, I better not be lagging, is it? It's going 20, 30 FPS. That's grand. Let's just go. Uh-oh. Do you think I'm stupid? Okay, this is way too much time. Jesus. I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not even good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry, you'll get better anyways. I'll tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough, yeah. Well, each to their own, I suppose. Well, I guess I gotta share mine now. What's it again? Knowing you probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. That's about it. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it.
What?
That's not supposed to happen. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it anyways? Well, because everyone in high school, don't know what that is because I'm from Ireland, so I'm just going to say secondary school from now on, or secondary for short. Everyone in secondary thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and shit. Well, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight in the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess you went more into it than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I suppose not. Aside the humour with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself, Jesus. I'm not wishing to put my thoughts into words, hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. I haven't done any work in any English class ever, anytime ever, anything English, no. Why do you ask? No, I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's bad, yeah. No, did I just raise my voice? Jesus, I'm so sorry. Yuri bares her face in her hands. Couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. Might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, I just think that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And if I haven't been through that myself, I cannot learn to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognise as in new writers that they're trying to make the writing style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if ugh, so tired. Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if her demeanour needs store counter as well totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Hang on, counter. Fucking hell. Jesus. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that got into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? I don't know what you're talking about. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking shit. Sorry. Yeah, it's grand, I do it myself. Not sure if Yuri is apologising to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity, which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. It took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's nice. What? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem, even though it's short. It was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. Actually, I usually write longer poems. Nah, it's grand. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. This is our first time sharing. I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest. Something easy to digest, I suppose. You know the ghost theory? Ooh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, either. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Who the fuck is speaking? Jesus Christ. Today's a disaster. It's only fucking 1 o'clock. No. 5 to 2 even. Well, suppose you only did glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings and experiences in their work. I forgot to close the door. Fuck. Whatever. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. I will be right back. I'm closing the door. Phone back in. 3, 2, 1, bang. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way, yeah. Sounds a bit, I hadn't even thought of that. Fucking mouse. That's impressive. Ah, was it really? Oh, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. Counting on you. She was fucking right. It's been a long day. Guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. Plus I only just jotted down a few words. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Fuck. Oh, what a disaster. What's with this language? What? Did you just say something? Oh, nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem. Returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss symbolism or something? Clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know, I just meant the language. I guess I was trying to say something nice. What? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Jesus. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori, Wiener. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. Appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. Much longer than you've been alive because you're 3 years old. Alex. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course you come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Wiener liked my poems too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Wiener appreciates my advice more than you appreciate yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No, if I was full of myself, I'd deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone alright? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boob magically grew a size bigger as soon as Wiener started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Wiener, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true, she started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Not like I know what happened. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. As per usual. Please God, somebody else help. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drawing up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything against her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Wiener. Well, that's her problem, isn't it, about her? Oh, what a dick. What a dick. So fair to others to interject with their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up dickhead she's been. I have to take out your phone because it's annoying. There we go. She would never. It's your immaturity that makes her upset in the first place. Excuse me? You listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Yikes, thought she was gonna go fucking mad at them. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems are amazing because they give you so many feelings with just few words, and Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your heads. Everyone is so talented, why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same size they always are. Big and beautiful. Oh, lovely. I can't wait for me to be recording an episode and someone walk by and hear me. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing, such as I do in class. So, this is why Sayori's vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I'm gonna come off as a good leader and I can organise things, but I'm not very good with people. Couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing. Nah, not like I can blame you. Wasn't able to say that neither. Well, guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, alright? I'd hate to see her get herself hurt. At least two of us. You count on me. Monica smiles sweetly, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. Just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing your poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Wiener, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It's a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from your friends to do. What did I say to do? Too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about all the poems that people like. With any luck, that means I can at least do a little better. Ugh. I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Wiener! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Ehehe. She beams at me. It's surely been a while since Sayori and I have spent as much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. I am, because it's stressful. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. You'd see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Wiener, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. Can I... text speed is already on a max. Ugh, I hate that. Nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't got on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an eternal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Woohoo. For now, we'll leave it there, because this has been a shit show trying to record. Yes, overwrite it, I don't give two fucks. Ugh, Jesus Christ almighty. Fucking hell. Alright, well, that's that. I'll see you guys in the next video.